Next, the last speaker will be Rev Shinseki from Montreal Baptist Church of Jodo Shinshu Nishihonganji.
Thank you, Sensei. So one last time, I'd like to ask you to join me in Gasho. Though we lack both disciplinary practices and wisdom, we can cross over the painful sea of birth and death by boarding the ship of Amida's vow. Upon crossing over to the shore of the recompense land, the dark clouds of evil passion will be instantly cleared away, and the enlightened moon of Dharma nature will quickly appear. Then we shall become one with the light unhindered in the 10 quarters, and shall benefit all sentient beings. Then and only then can we say that we are enlightened. Namo Amidabus. Namo Amidabus. Namo Amidabus. Namo Amidabus. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Excuse me. My name is Jay Shinseki, resident minister of both Watsonville and Monterey Buddhist temples, part of the Nishihonganji. I want to thank all of the folks who put all of this together and for asking me to come up and speak and putting me last, which allows me maybe a little bit more time. And I was thinking, this is just like my temple here, where all the seats in front are empty, and then usually the MC and the organist are over here. So it's making me feel right at home. But I am kind of a little bit uncomfortable because I ate too much curry tonight. I went for a second helping. And I was trying to keep up with Fujita Sensei, which is a fool's kind of practice. But so after dinner, I was feeling a little bit heavy. But as Hirano Sensei says, what is our practice? Our practice is to chant and then to eat. So I did my share of eating today. This last Saturday, the fall Ohigan was observed in many temples, and this is the actual day of Ohigan was on Saturday, the fall equinox. And Ohigan is a time when we're supposed to be understanding the harmony of nature and practicing what we call the 6 paramitas. And everybody, I'm sure, knows what the 6 paramitas are, but I'm going to repeat them to you. Dana, Sila, Kshanti, Virya, Dhyana, and Prajna. So selfless sharing, morality, patience, energy, meditation, and wisdom. Okay? So these are the 6 paramitas that are said to be the conditions are right in the fall equinox to practice. But these are really difficult things to do. So I wonder how many of us here can actually practice selfless sharing, can really practice that. It is really difficult. So I told my congregation the other day that I will practice dana with you. So anybody who wants my car can have my car. But I'm not going to give you my new car. I'm going to give you my old car. The one that barely runs, that's a real beater. You can have that one. But I love my new car too much. So I'm not going to give you my new car. So these are difficult things to practice, this dana, because we are attached to the things that we have, the things that we own, the people that we are with. So it's a very difficult practice, these 6 paramitas. But the good news is that they've already been done. They've already been perfected. There's nothing that we need to do. What we have to do is realize something. And this is sort of changing our perspective of the world, and realize that the 6 paramitas are being practiced for us, that we are the recipients of these 6 paramitas. Okay? So others are very kind to me. Others are very patient with me. Others share their time, their energy, their wisdom with me. So I am fortunate because I am the recipient of these 6 paramitas. And through that, I'm able to see myself clearly for who I am and what I've received. Even though I struggle to continue to try and practice some of these things, I come to the realization that I cannot do it, but I am so fortunate to be the recipient of these things. So in Jodo Shinshu, we don't practice these 6 paramitas. This is why Shinran Shonin, he used the Japanese word wataru. And wataru can have 2 different meanings. One is that it's to cross over, like this other shore to the other shore. But also, wataru means that something is pulling me towards understanding of who I am. And this is what Shinran meant when he used that term wataru. So because others are so kind to me, and I'm the recipient of their kindness, I'm able to see myself through that kindness. And this is that pulling me towards that other shore, or towards my knowing myself. But I'm a very slow learner. I am not a good learner. And sometimes I'm too foolish to see my own foolishness. Now, I don't know how many of you do this, but I search for compliments. I look everywhere for compliments. So I throw out compliments in the hopes that I'll get one back. Okay? I recall a friend who once she bought me a plate of cookies that she had made, and she put them in front of me and said, "Try one." So I tried one, and she said, "Best you've ever had, huh?" And I thought to myself, wow, it's good, but it ain't that good. You know? But I thought also, this is someone who's being very honest. You know, me, when someone gives me a compliment, I feign humbleness. Well, inside of me, I'm going, yes. So, Sensei, that was such a good hoa. Oh, thank you very much. And I bow. And I'm going, yes. So, like Harada Sensei, you know, he makes a zosui the other morning. It was really good. So, I like to cook as well. And I make this chili that is killer chili. Okay? And so, about 2 weeks ago, I made this chili. And I make my own chili powder, you know. And then I cook the chili, and I cook it in the oven for several hours. And then I serve this chili. And Reverend Usuki's 2 nieces, Sydney and Nina, happened to be at this dinner where I served my chili. And they said to me, "Oh, Sensei, that chili is really good." And I'm like, yes. So I'm leaving that night, and I'm telling my wife, Jane, "Yeah, Nina and Sydney, they really liked my chili." And so that was me searching for a compliment from my wife, thinking that she'll say, "Yeah, that chili was really good." Jerry's laughing because he knows my wife. So here's Jane's answer to me. "Yeah, they're kind that way." Because they've been raised well. They're so kind. So, you know, this is just another example of people willing to accommodate me, despite the fact that I'm, you know, searching out here for compliments and things like that. Okay? They're kind enough to accommodate me. Now, staying on the subject of chili, several years ago, my family, you know, we get together every year and do things, and we were arguing about each other's cooking. My older brother thinks he's a much better cook than me, but he's not. And so I said, let's have a chili contest. Everybody make your chili and bring it. And there's 6 of us in the family, you know. And so we had 6 chilies out there with a blind taste test. Okay? And everybody's tasting the chili and voting on which one was the best. So my young brother Jeff, who he died 8 years ago now, he won. His chili was the best. And so everybody's asking him, "Well, how did you make it? What was your recipe?" Well, it turns out he forgot to make his chili. So he snuck into the kitchen and took a little bit of everybody's chili and put it there and mixed it up. And and everybody voted for that one. That was the best chili. So, I learned that the best flavors in life is the combining, the culmination of all the contributions that we've received in our life. I'm reminded of the little things that others do for me. And when we're reminded of those things, we say Namo Amida Butsu. And we don't say Namo Amida Butsu to ask for anything, but what we were doing is we're saying Namo Amida Butsu for something that's already occurred, something that's already happened. The Nembutsu is acknowledging what has taken place. So as these 6 paramitas are being extended towards me, and I come to understand that and appreciate it, Namo Amida Butsu, how grateful I am. So they are wonderful practices. However, we need to look at the world differently and see that the practices are already done for our benefit. And Shinran meant that the effort of others, their practices of the 6 paramitas, is what pulls us, and it pulls us over our self-centeredness. So Amida's statue leans forward, moving towards us, representing this wisdom and compassion that's always being extended towards us. So how grateful I am. Thank you. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu, Nam Mandavas, Nam Mandavas, Nam Mandavas, Nam Mandavas. Thank you very much.